All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations to all the hopeful like Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure. All right, so real quick, man, video through the spirit. Lord's will, it'll be edifying. You got what they call Black Friday, which in modern times is known as a day where the day after Thanksgiving, where you can go to the grocery store and there's all type of unbelievable sales on electronics, clothes, you name it, man. You go to these different department stores or whatnot, and there's all type of unbelievable sales on these things. And people were known back in the day for being outside of those stores waiting for the doors to open, and they run in and there's chaos and they're fighting over the last flat screen, and but as of lately, according to the scriptures, the Lord said he would cause that spirit of mirth to cease. Man, people are on hard times right now. They're barely getting by. All right, for one, people are not even shopping in stores anymore. They're ordering everything offline via Amazon, Temu, all these different apps. Wish, Sheen, you name it, man. Klarna, whichever one is called. But people are ordering things offline. And another thing, people are broke, man. They don't have the money to go into the stores. They got to choose between putting gas in their car, paying their rent and utilities, and buying food, man. Those are the three things. And when people's backs against the wall, they have no choice but to focus on what's important. So that's one of the things that's been going viral on social media lately is people walked into these stores on Black Friday to partake in the so-called deals, right? Which, if you ask me, everything in Babylon is overpriced. But to partake in these so-called deals, and they're noticing that nobody's in the store, right? The spirit of mirth is over with, man. All right, and this is one particular scripture that I've been bringing out a lot lately. I believe it's Isaiah 19 and 3. That is exactly right. Isaiah 19 and 3. And you see it here on the screen. Isaiah 19 and 3, it says, in the spirit of Egypt. Egypt is talking about America, Babylon. The reason why one of the nicknames that the Lord gives America in the Bible is Egypt, because it's synonymous with bondage. And we were in captivity in ancient Egypt. And the Lord delivered us from Egypt. And this is modern day Egypt. Also, man, when you look at the dollar bill, the pyramids, all the different things that Esau, puts in your face discreetly, they all go back to ancient Egypt. All right. So, and actually, a lot of the very Israelites who live on the soil of America today are the same people, literally the same people. You yourself, you were a slave in Egypt in a past life, so anyway, the scriptures say that the spirit of Egypt shall fail. And normally what's happening around the holidays, you're hearing Christmas music. There's decorations up. People are in that Christmas spirit. You hear Mariah Carey, singing. You hear Christmas carols, all of that BS that they show you, man. It's been quiet for all of that. So the spirit of Egypt is failing. The spirit of mirth, the spirit of folly, the spirit of shopping, the Christmas spirit, all of that shit's failing, man. Okay? It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. The Lord said he would destroy the counsel thereof, man. He's destroying the counsel, man. All right, who these people go to for counsel, man, for help. All right, they go to their government. The Lord's destroying his government, man. All right, which reminds me, I got to check to see what happened with that government shutdown, because the 45-day extension was up November 17th. So I got to go and see what happened with that. But the Lord's causing the spirit of Egypt to fail. So let's go see.
I just came from two stores, and I think we need to wrap up what we know of. Y'all, I just came from a few stores, and I think we need to wrap up what we know of as Black Friday. Like, it was more crowds last Friday. Like, the energy, the hysteria that, those of us millennials, older Gen Z, we remember. For a few years now, but this has been the worst year yet, where it's just. So I think we need to name it something, come up with something else, because that era of Black Friday after Thanksgiving sales, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, man. And she's talking about renaming it, like as if that's going to revive it. But man, hey man, this shit's over with, man. Like she said, that's a wrap. And if it was up to these women in particular, because men really just go along to get along, man. We didn't have to celebrate none of this shit as men. Whether you were in the truth or a man in the world, man, you wouldn't celebrate this shit, man. You just sit on the couch, watch the game, eat some good food, man, and pop your woman at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Tuck your kids in. Other than that, man, we don't be caring about too much. But these people, in particular, these women, they want to, they're trying to keep the spirit of all this shit alive, man. Because that's all they know, man. This is their rulership with Esau Edom, man. So they're trying to keep this shit alive. But, hey, man, like the Lord said, man, he would cause the spirit of Egypt to fail. So let's get the scriptures, all right? This is Jeremiah 16. And I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth." Now, what is mirth? Mirth is happiness, fun, Christmas spirit. That feeling you used to get when you were a kid and you go to the store around Christmas time and they're playing, "The weather outside is frightful," and blah, 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 delightful. Yeah, that shit's over with, man. Y'all know Jake can't hold it to him, so I wouldn't even try to harmonize. But it says, "Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place." What is this place? America. "In your eyes," right? We're seeing it. "And in your days," this generation, "the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride." And then things are going to get worse as time goes on. Ezekiel 7, it tells you, man, that evil and only evil is coming, man. That's what we're headed into, man. All right. It says, "In the voice of the bride." So the Lord said he would put an end to that, and he's doing that, man. You're seeing it. All right. I'm going to just be straight to the point, man. Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." All right. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. So what we're about to do is go through a list of pros and cons. All right. The pros are the positives. The cons are the negative, man. Right now we're dealing with all the cons, all the negatives, all the negative points. All right. A time to be born and a time to die. This is a time of death, man. That's what the Lord is bringing. Just flat out, man. It don't matter if you like it or not. This is the truth, and we're going to be honest. All right. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. The Lord's plucking up everything that's planted in this society. All right. Everything that's rooted in this society is going to be plucked up, man. It says a time to kill and a time to heal. It's a lot of death happening, a lot of killing going on, man, by the Lord himself. All right. It says a time to break down and a time to build up. This is a time to break down, man. The Lord's breaking down this society, man. He's breaking down these fucking spells that Esau had upon our people. That Christmas spirit, that was a fucking trance. That was a spell that Esau had upon our people, man. All right. Y'all not about to experience nothing but sorrow and grief and hunger and pain and suffering. All right. People are trying to hold on to the last little bit of sanity they got, man. All right. It says a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. All right. And so on and so forth, man. All right. So, hey, man, these people in the world, man, their labor is in vain, man. The effort that they put in to trying to live in this society and keep things going is at the way they know, trying to stay asleep. That's what it is, man. They're trying to stay asleep in the matrix. They don't want to wake up. But hey, 2020, nothing was the same, you know. So let's go 2nd Esdras 8:50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in a latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. And the Lord's gonna allow you to tap into that misery, first of all, by killing of the spirit of mirth and the spirit of folly. All right. The Lord's causing the spirit of Egypt to fail, man. Like I did a video earlier in the week, man, how these migrants, man, they coming over here from a country where their currency has been leveled. They're poor as fuck, and they're coming over here to America talking about they want to go back to Venezuela because the American dream, it don't exist. All right. So, hey, man, it is what it is, man. So, hey, Black Friday. Oh, real quick, man, I'm going to play this video, man. It shows the origins of Black Friday, man. What it originates to anyway, man. Why you shouldn't be partaking in this shit anyway. All right.
Turkey meal for their masters. In the days of slavery, the African-American slaves would cook up a nice Thanksgiving turkey meal for their masters and entertain them throughout the night. They would force the slaves to entertain their friends and family, who would then vote on which slave was the best entertainer and which was worst. The loser were then sold at auction the next day, which they called Black Friday. The slave purchasers knew the day following Thanksgiving there would be an auction, so that go prepared for the sale. They would get up early every morning, hoping they would be the first one in line, similar to today's Black Friday. Hundreds would show up hoping they could be the first to purchase the slaves that were on sale. This was the one day out of the year that the slaves were reduced in price.
So there you go, man. Black Friday ain't nothing but a day to celebrate half off slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So everything, all these holidays, man, even Thanksgiving, man, it's a mockery unto us. And our people keep it, man. Celebrating fucking the slaughter of the Native Americans. You know? So listen, man. Hey, man, the Lord's putting an end to all this shit. Y'all had y'all fun in Babylon. All y'all got now is to just sit back and reminisce about when you used to be in the Christmas spirit, because that shit's over with, man. You know? And the beautiful thing about the Lord killing that voice of mirth, that voice of folly, is when you people in the world start to mourn and suffer, that's when he elect the men that are serving the Lord in truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect. This is when we get happy, man. All right, seeing these prophecies come to pass. So, hey, man, hey, get down or lay down, man. Simple as that. Lord's will, this video was edifying. Shalom.